Welcome to the Sharkpreneur podcast with Kevin Harrington and Seth Greene. Kevin Harrington is the inventor of the infomercial, one of the original sharks from the hit TV show Shark Tank, and has generated over $5 billion in TV and digital direct response sales. Seth Greene is the world's first trusted authority on cutting-edge direct response marketing, a best-selling author, and the only 3-time Marketer of the Year nominee. On the podcast, Kevin and Seth interview Sharkpreneurs who share straight talk on what it takes to explode your business.
Why do so many businesses struggle while others seem to explode overnight? Do you wish you had the secret to this type of exponential growth? Now, I've scaled more than 20 businesses to over $100 million, and it's not just luck. In my new book with Mark Tim, Mentor to Millions, you'll learn the repeatable framework I use in all my business ventures for massive success. Order at kevinmentor.com and get over $1,000 in bonuses. Head to kevinmentor.com.
Welcome to the Sharkpreneur Show. This is your co-host, Seth Greene. Today I have the good fortune to be joined by Veronica Jeans, who coaches and teaches online e-commerce business owners to build and negotiate all the intricacies of running an online e-commerce store and growing their businesses. Veronica, thanks so much for joining us.
It's a pleasure. Thanks for asking me.
My pleasure. So let's go back in time a little bit. How did you get started?
Well, I had a successful recruiting company, but the economy went down in 2008, and I had internet engineers all over the world, and they had to go either permanent or lose their jobs. So, and then with I think it was Ike as well at that stage, I decided to change my company, and I wanted to reinvent myself, and I decided to want to sell something online. And I made a connection with a guy from a shopping cart, 3D cart, and he started sending me customers. It's like, I'm in heaven. These guys are just dropping in my lap. So, and then I started a workshop and, started teaching people. And obviously I also have a lot of business experience, having done business in several countries. And so that's how this business started. I just went from strength to strength, and thank goodness things change online all the time, so thank goodness then people need us. And so anyway, that's my story.
Okay, I'm sure the longer that's a short version. I'm sure the longer version, if it isn't in a book, should be. So let's do a little bit deeper dive. What did you originally start selling online, and how did you grow that business, first of all?
Well, here's the thing is I have never sold anything online. I have just taught people to sell their products online. So yeah, I'm a little bit different I'm an e-commerce success, and now I'm teaching everybody else. I'm just teaching basic business, and whether you're online or offline, it's still the same principles as business 101. There's a foundational business that you have to have in prepared and set up, and then there is getting your customers in the front door so you can sell to them.
Absolutely. So how long have you been teaching other online entrepreneurs how to build and grow their businesses?
I think it's about now coming up toward 10 or 11 years now. I need to always get back to my. Sorry.
So what have been some of the biggest lessons you've helped them learn along the way?
Please listen to your teacher. Do what I say, don't do what I do. So it's very easy to tell people what to do, because we do know, if you've been in business, several businesses, you do know what to do. And but it's not so easy to actually do it and not just listen. I have several of my customers or my clients, especially in my workshops, keep telling me, I've got this long list, that I need to get through. And I always say, do one thing at a time. Just do one thing. And then I know, life happens, they have to send out products, they have to listen to customers, they have to improve their websites all the time. And I tell them to blog as well, and emails and goodness knows what. And, but you just have to do one thing every day. And then, by the time you look back in 6 months or a year, you've really accomplished something and your business has moved forward.
That is great advice. Can you give us some magical transformation examples of someone who came to you, what their problem was, and kind of how you helped them?
Well, I've actually just had recently, I'm working with a little lady that sells weighted blankets. She's really passionate about what she does. She's sold this whole year up to when she joined. I think I started helping her in September. She made $98. That's it for the year. And she sells online, she sells offline in events. So, she didn't have time for the online stuff. It's a bit scary and, all the social media. And so obviously with COVID, she had to change and get her money from somewhere. So we actually rebranded her site and then fixed up all her little things that were wrong online on her social media, and started her emails. And up to now, this month alone, she's made $1,500. No advertising. And that's just really being active of doing the right thing, and she's learning how to blog. I keep getting back to the blogging thing, but it's information, right? It's information for your customers, and Google loves it.
Absolutely. Now, how does your program work? Is this virtual? Is it group coaching? Is it a membership site? Are they working one-on-one? How are you delivering your content?
Well, the one that I really like is the group coaching. And I do 2 workshops a week. So one is just for marketing and one is just for e-commerce, so that you can't, as I keep saying to my clients, don't get your customers confused. So, that's what I try to do as well. And then I do the one-on-one coaching, obviously, as well. And we do, and then I have a team where we do migrations for people that want to migrate from, we've just recently migrated somebody from Magento with about, 25,000 line items, maybe more, 85,000. Actually, when you think about the line items, and onto Shopify, and also implemented their POS system, which is all hardware. And everything goes wrong with hardware. But they are selling, and they're selling more online. I think COVID has pushed a lot of retail folks online that just didn't have a choice. And now they're having fun online because they don't actually have to work as hard as they have to by waiting for people to come into the door. But now they can wake up in the morning and they have some sales, which is extremely exciting.
Absolutely. Who is an ideal client for you?
Oh, that's a really tricky question. So I have had jewelry. I've actually had an old gentleman that sold jewelry, $1 million worth of rings, only men's rings.
Wow.
Only men's rings, $1 million a year. And he actually sold his business. He said, no, he's had enough. But so I've done skincare and anything, gift items and jewelry and soaps and whatever, homemade stuff. But ones that I really enjoy are manufacturing. So I've got a couple of clients that really deal with dust fume mist products, which is pipes and clamps, and one of my careers, I was a designer and an architectural designer, and also I did a lot of drafting, and so I do understand the engineering part of their business. It's a lot more difficult because it's not like you're popping up on Facebook, you go, hey, I'm selling this stuff. You have to really find out where those customers are lurking. And funny enough, we're getting sales from India. That is really weird, right? For clamps. of all things.
Maybe they need clamps.
I know, I keep saying to him, I keep saying to my client, I mean, don't they make their own clamps? I mean, this is really weird. Anyway, so it's very interesting. And
The
also,
marketplace is trying to tell you something.
I know. So you never know where your clients pop up from, I'm actually physically helping a client, and, so I do out of the box things as well. I've got a client from Zimbabwe, Africa, that have settled here in America and actually had to fly out to get back to Zimbabwe to go to see their son just before the flight's canceled.
Oh my goodness.
And so they have a warehouse, lucky enough, around the corner from me. So I'm actually running the store, literally running the store for them. So it's been a very interesting experience for me to actually pack stuff up safely and put it in a box and take it to UPS. So as I said, just do what I tell you. Don't expect me to do it. But this time I'm actually physically doing it, which has been an interesting information, as well as I have to. I'm actually connecting with the customers, so that's also been really fascinating. I love talking to people, by the way. So there's no problem, right?
So you talked about, I think, two separate programs, the e-commerce side and the marketing side. Talk a little bit, we haven't talked about the marketing yet. So tell us a little bit about how you're helping these people grow and what marketing advice and coaching you're giving them.
Well, okay. So the first thing is, marketing nowadays is you have to have as many touches to a customer or prospective customer as possible. And I would say olden days before COVID, right? But it's really the olden days a year ago. You would have to go to meetings and meet people and tell their story. And there would be like 5 to 8 touches before somebody would actually buy something from you. I feel that there's probably more like 12 to 21 before somebody buys from you, because you have to pop up everywhere, right? So you have to pop up on Facebook, Instagram. Hopefully, I'm trying to persuade them to pop up on LinkedIn. Pinterest. Pinterest is a long play, but it's a very, very giving social media. Even if, it depends where your customers are, but you have to do quite a few of them, including emails. You've got to send out emails. And so I tend to drag them kicking and screaming to the email part, because, a lot of people say, well, email doesn't work. And then, that I don't want to send my customers too many emails. I go, you sending them emails. So, and blogging, blogging is so important. It just gets that movement for Google on their website, but also it's another way to be in front of the customers about interesting stories, case studies, whatever. And so, I mean, we literally go from teaching them to go online, have to go online every single day, right? Have to have a plan, hopefully. And, it always starts small. Just plan out the week. You don't have to do months worth of stuff. Just plan out the week. And then if you have a blog, you can actually take parts of the blog and just post those. And then videos. You've got to create videos. A fabulous tool is, I don't know if you heard about Lumen 5. Actually creates a video from your blog automatically. Obviously, if you have the feed in it, but it's absolutely awesome. And you immediately get a video, you can post that online. So being online every single day, I mean, a lot of people don't have time to do any more than that, but also showing people what you're doing. What are you doing behind the scenes? How are you packing up your products? How are you developing your products? How are you presenting your products? Get your customers involved in your daily, whatever you're doing, and you would get absolute raving fans, because they're going to love what you do. Obviously, they also have to know your story.
Absolutely. And then I find we learn a lot more sometimes from from other people's failures and avoiding those mistakes than we do from our successes. What are some of the challenges you've had to overcome, and what'd you learn from them?
Well, if I talk about one recent experience we've had with one of my older clients, she's probably been with me since the beginning, 10, 11 years. She makes personalized puzzles. And she got chosen to be on a TV. Her puzzle was on TV. And the person that was presenting it, and I can't remember the names, it's Good Morning America. And they promised, it was Tuesday, they promised the puzzles will be there for Mother's Day on Sunday. And it was a total disaster. She got a success and a disaster. She got 358 orders within 3 hours. It was mayhem. So what we discovered was the one big problem she had was not being able to tell her clients or customers, we are in the process. This is as far as we got. Yours will be ready this date, right? So because people, unfortunately, people were screaming at her, you know, and she just slogged. I mean, she worked 18 hours a day to get those puzzles out, and she literally had 600 orders a day, right up to end of May. So it was, as we said, it was a success, but there came some hefty lessons. And one of the big ones was communicating with your customer. I mean that you can't stress that enough. You know, if even if you think you're doing wrong and you know this is embarrassing, talk to your customer, pick up the phone and talk to your customer, and it's amazing how much they will forgive you.
That is an excellent point. What do you like best about what you do?
Oh, just, you know, when we come on Mondays, we do a roll call of how have you done and what you're doing. Is those, oh my God, I've done so good this weekend. You know, I sent that email out on Friday and I got 20 orders. You know, that is for me, it's just, you know, it keeps me going. It keeps me pitching up. And as I tell them, you know, they are as important to me as I am to them, you know, whoever's in my workshop, because it keeps me really enthusiastic. And, you know, not everybody has the same problem. Everybody has a different problem. You know, I've got a lady that decided to sell CBD and she got into Facebook ads jail. So
yep, we've all been there.
That took us a long time to get out. So we actually took it off. We took all her CBD stuff off because she wasn't selling a lot. There's so much competition nowadays, you know. And she's decided only to go with one product, and she has been forgiven. But it did take a long time. So always be careful about what you're putting online and make sure you follow the rules, right? Read the rules, and before you do anything, actually.
That's great advice. Fascinating story. Veronica, for our audience who wants to learn more about what you're doing, where can they go?
They can go literally to veronicajeans.com, and I have everything on my homepage. I'm offering free workshops right now up until January, and just to keep everybody going and moving up, and you know, and then I've got a course that I'm got for 30 days, get your Shopify store up and running. And I've actually just finished a book.
Well, congratulations. What is the name of the book and where can we get it?
Oh, Shopify Made Easy. And the print version will be out, I'm thinking, in a week. I've just finished putting the last dot on the end. We've edited it and I'm hoping to upload it to Amazon by the end of this week. The Kindle version is on already, but you know, things move so fast these days. I've actually got an updated Kindle version going up as well.
Well, congratulations on the success and the success of your students and clients. We greatly appreciate you spending some time with us. This has been Seth Greene with Veronica Jeans. Veronica, thanks again.
That's a pleasure. Thank you very much for asking me to come and join you on this call.
Of course, everybody. Thanks for watching or listening. We'll talk to you next time.
Do you need money to fund your idea, product, or service? Are you ready to take your business to the next level, but need capital to get it done? Kevin Harrington has heard more than 50,000 pitches and knows how to help you make the perfect pitch to get the funding for your entrepreneurial dream. He's distilled the process down in his perfect pitch cheat sheet, and it's yours for free. Just text PITCH to him right now at 727-888-2100. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 right now and claim your free perfect pitch cheat sheet. Text PITCH to 727-888-2100 to start funding your dream today.
This show has been produced by Market Domination, LLC. To discover how you can have your own show completely done for you and turn it into a real published book and become the authority in your marketplace, go to www.marketdominationllc.com/podcast offer.